Yo, what's up YouTube family? It's your main man Moneyback, who back at you with another hot TikTok reaction video. Go ahead, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop some new hot content that you definitely don't want to miss. One more thing, these videos are for entertainment purposes only. Don't believe anything that you hear or see in these videos. Don't believe anything that I say in these videos. Always use your own discernment and always do your own research. Let's get it.
What this is about is that the baby boomer generation is evil, and we're past the point of peaceful revolution. We need violence. Kids, go up to your parents' rooms right now while they're sleeping.
Man, ain't that the truth?
I don't want people to think I'm crazy. But with all the videos that I'm seeing on all the theories of what's happened with Florida and the Southeast with Hurricane Helene, I think it might need to be mentioned. I'm a weather watcher, okay? And I was watching this thing as it was turning around in the Gulf and so forth. And I was watching videos on TikTok. This girl, and I didn't save her video, so I don't know who she is. But she posted something extremely interesting that now I'm thinking about it when maybe I should have thought about it then. But it just seemed odd. She was confused as to why she was witnessing planes that weren't hurricane tracking planes flying in towards the hurricane out off the Gulf Coast of Florida. Planes that weren't U.S. kind of planes that track hurricanes, that get down inside it and monitor things. It wasn't that kind of plane. And it was more than one plane. And she posted that video, and I wish I could find it now, but I can't find it. But is there a connection there? Did something happen? Did we miss something? And this girl saw it happening, and she probably didn't even realize what she was seeing. Now I'm seeing reports about something called blue jelly balls that were falling up in Appalachia and other places. Some lady actually got pelted by one or something. And the blue jelly balls are supposed to be some kind of government thing that helps control weather. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like out there. But it's got my brain boggled a little bit. It makes me wonder, did something happen? Did we miss something? Surely none of this was on purpose. Surely none of it was on purpose. Oh my gosh. None of this was on purpose, right? Please tell me that. I'm seeing the reports about how much lithium and quartz is in these areas where the mudslides and floods took place in Appalachia, just a few hours from me. And how the government needs that stuff. How it needs to be mined because they need the lithium. They need the quartz. It has something to do with AI and all this other stuff. Surely, please, God, tell me that the government wasn't in on this destruction. Killing its own people to put money in their pockets. Please tell me that's not true. Please. Y'all tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm crazy. Go ahead. I can take it. I can take it. As we watch another system boil up out in the Gulf at this very moment on October 2nd. God help us all. God help us all. I'm truly hoping I'm truly way out there mentally on this issue and that none of it's going to make sense. That would make me feel a whole lot better, actually. But it's scary to even think about that. It's scary to even think about that. People up there have lost everything. It's devastating. And people have lost relatives, everything they own, their animals, everything's gone. And it's going to take years for them to rebuild. Is the government going to come in and just declare it all a disaster zone and not let people back on their land? I don't know. This stuff doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. Somebody, come on now. Make it make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. And I'm hoping I'm wrong.
Now, me personally, I definitely believe she's on to something very, very important. Speaking of the blue jelly-like balls and the planes, and man, the average person would be thinking like this. Man, am I missing something? Or maybe I'm crazy, because they just couldn't comprehend the government doing something like this to its own people to line their own pockets. Unless you were one of us, you know, one of the people that watch these type of videos and know that they absolutely would do something like this to line their own pockets, because they've been doing it. Man, let's get to it, man. This is gonna be a great video, I'm telling you, man. So if you haven't yet, I'm telling you, you're gonna want to like this video right now and get back to it, because it's gonna be some stuff here that you definitely don't want to miss. Let's continue with this. Oh this is a good one, man.
Hey, it's Glam Ham, and I have some mind-blowing dot connecting about Hurricane Helene. I'm going to start here. This lady sent this picture from South Africa. You all know I covered the blob anomaly and South Africa's crazy weather. These blue jelly balls were raining on this lady's parents. She asked me to look into this. Here's how this went, and trust me, it links back to this, and it's mind-blowing. I start to look into the jelly balls. Knowing it's not a craft project raining from the sky, I move on. I find that this is not the first time that blue jelly balls have been raining from the sky. This was 2012. We'll get back to that. I came across this. Blue jelly balls look kind of similar, and this is talking about how we could be drinking from water bottles made of these like gummy balls. Sounds charming? Let's move on. Thank goodness scientists looked into this and found out it was not marine eggs. These jelly blue balls raining from the sky were made of sodium polyacrylate. So I find out that polyacrylate has an impact on temperature, and it can be used for cooling and reflecting. It is not biodegradable and doesn't decompose quickly in nature, which is a little concerning if it's raining from the sky. So I go back to looking for anything that looked like a jelly blue ball that might rain from the sky, and I found this. This is droplet mixing with a piezoelectric transducer. Piezoelectric transducers are a type of electroacoustic sound transducer that converts the electrical charges produced by some forms of solid material into energy. It is energy related. Remember that. So, I ask AI, what does this have to do with my blue rainy jelly balls? Cloud seeding. While piezoelectric devices are not directly used for cloud seeding, they can contribute to the technology by helping control or monitor dispersal of the seeding materials like silver iodide, ultrasonic devices. Again, we have a sound element here. They may use piezoelectric transducers to create sound waves that can influence cloud formation and precipitation. Would you look at those jelly blue balls? Things you never thought you'd say. There's a sciencey description here of how they're intertwined, but importantly, these hydrophilic polymers can absorb large amounts of water. And you're thinking probably right now, what's this got to do with Hurricane Helene? Trust me. So we're energy harvesting. Now, in my video last night, I included lithium mining. I tread carefully there because I had a video banned. Now, here's the important thing, okay? The combination of piezoelectric transducers with blue polyacrylate hydrogels creates innovative solutions for sensing and energy harvesting applications. Again, with the energy harvesting, trust me, this gets better. Here's where a big lightning bulb went off. So this kind of magical property of converting energy from one source into something else that's usable occurs in certain materials, like quartz. Hold that thought. Again, we all know there's loads of lithium out there. Well, did you know there's a ton of quartz, like $530 billion worth of quartz? You may be aware that the growing use of AI is going to require a staggering amount of power. Well, it turns out that quartz, while not powering AI directly, has properties that enable the hardware that powers AI to function effectively. Okay, we're going to go back to sound now. Another message from South Africa about hearing a strange humming and sound pulsing. Well, guess what else has been heard in some of these freaky storms?
What is that noise?
What? Well, we know it's sound. So, from the comments, I quickly gathered that this sounds like an instrument called a shofar. Here's what that sounds like. Definitely very similar. Wrapping this journey that we've just been on, thanks to the jelly blue balls, some experimental weather modification techniques involve ultrasonic devices, which may use piezoelectric transducers to create sound waves that can influence cloud formation and precipitation. Is this large presence of quartz a dot we need to connect? Is the lithium a dot we need to connect? The sound? Are the jelly blue balls involved? This concludes this deep dive for now. Anyone interested in emergency communications, see my playlist Hurricane Comms for how to get started and how to use radio in an emergency. And hey, while you're at it, get your ham radio license. I'll see you in the comments. Take care.
Man, this is crazy. Now, we always, well, I can say we, a lot of people out here that's in the conspiracy theory universe, have always heard about cloud seeding and heart machines, or basically weather modifications all together in general. Now, this is one of those things that, man, kind of confirms what we have been thinking, or what we have thought we knew this whole time. Like, this is like physical evidence, like, dang, man, like, come on, man, they not even hiding no more. Like, it's obvious now. Like, come on, man. And this stuff can't be good for us. If they said it's, first off, just because it's biodegradable doesn't mean it's good for us or the environment already anyway. But this stuff isn't even biodegradable, man. So just think about what type of other chemicals are in this stuff that they didn't document to put out for the public, man. Like, come on, man. This stuff is, man, it's getting wicked out here, man. These people are, man, real life witches and warlocks, man, and wizards and whatever you want to call them, man. This is sorcery at its finest. This is crazy, man. What is the world coming to, man? Man, it's crazy, man. We definitely gonna do a much more deep dive into that topic in later days, man. We're gonna have a whole video about that topic for sure, because that's very astonishing, man.
Hey, it's Glam. You may have noticed a lot of theories going around about Hurricane Helene. Coincidentally, it's NOAA's 70th anniversary of the first hurricane seeding experiment. You can pause to read, but basically it was called Project Cirrus, and they dropped large chunks of dry ice in the eye of a hurricane. They thought it would dissipate, but instead they found the eye of the hurricane moved 100 miles west of where they expected, and also changed direction. By the way, someone died, but I'm sure that would never happen again. They went on to do other experiments, including Project Storm Fury. You can look that up. They said that cloud seeding was finished, but in fact it became very commercial. It is more mainstream than you could realize. I guess people have always wanted to control the weather. This brings me to the P3 Orion. I thought it was a NOAA plane, but when I looked it up, it's actually NASA. They only have one P3, so it wasn't hard to find what that P3 was doing. I want to be clear, I am not suggesting a correlation between this and what I just shared, but this is real information. It seems NASA actually rents this plane, and apparently it's been extremely modified. And I want to be clear, I truly believe NASA does incredible scientific experiments in the atmosphere. They study what the atmosphere is doing, but they do seem to rent out this very clever plane. So what if other people rented it? And what if they had a plan that wasn't actually beneficial to the climate? So I found the flight schedule for P3 Orion. Most of the flights were to Greenland, but there was one on September 9th, the only one that started and ended at the same airport. It makes a clear triangle, and I wondered what might be in the middle. Why would there be a science study happening on September 9th, perfectly surrounding Asheville? I'll see you in the comments. Take care.
Man, that's crazy how they did those people in North Carolina and Asheville, to be specific. Flood the place, the hurricane and all that shit and that stuff, but to flood the place and then not to send any help to those people, and then to try to stop anybody that was like privately owned, that have their own private owned helicopters and stuff like that to go try to rescue these people and show support. That's wicked, man. That's demonic, man. That's crazy. Wow, like it's telling you, they telling you obviously like there was an agenda behind it. It was purposely done, allegedly. Like, come on, man, that's crazy. But shout out to Glam Ham Radio. As y'all seen in the last clip, she has a YouTube, so y'all go show us some love on YouTube and TikTok, man, because there's a lot of good information, man, and that she put together, and don't just want to take nobody information without giving them a shout out and some support, you know. So y'all go show us some love, man.
I'm about to tell you the real reason why those port workers are on strike. It's not for more money. They know what's coming. Y'all don't. Here, let me show you. It says here, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. On September 27th, we seen the return of the Star of David. Now, when you see the return of the Star of David, David is whose father? Read the Bible. But for those of you that don't know, Jesus tells you a lot in the Bible that he is the son of David. And this is the return of who you all think is Jesus. This is happening in the sky. For those of you that know, you know. For those of you that still understand religion, you're not woke yet. This means that upon the return of whom y'all think is Jesus, then there is going to be a major water event. Now, when is the event going to take place? If you look at the corners of this picture, you will see those are the archangels. And when do the archangels return? At the Feast of Trumpets, starting September 29th through October 24th. I'm going to tell you like this, people. We will not see an election in this country this year. Before the end of this month, we are going to see flooding beyond belief. You are going to have water come up on this. You know what? Don't worry about it. I'll tell you like this. You better prepare your family. All of y'all that say, the Lord said that he wouldn't flood this place again. Listen to me. Use the 100-mile range, the 100-mile border that they put up. Take advantage of it. Get your ass inland. We have less than 3 weeks before this event happened. And that's a promise. I don't care if you believe me or not. I'm prepared.
Say, man, I don't know nothing about none of that, but I do know about the ports, about the kids and stuff and all that, man, and the containers allegedly. But y'all do your research on what he's saying and stuff like that. But because he must ain't heard about what we know about, you know what I'm saying? Because he would have been talking about that too instead of just about the what he was talking about. But y'all let me know, man. Y'all can fill me in on some information about that if you do know about what he's talking about, man, because I'm not just gonna say I know everything. I'm still willing to learn. That's why I watch these videos. I'm sure that's the same reason you watch these videos, to continue learning. You're never too old to learn something new.
They take you there. They took him there. They let him see the fights. At first he thought it was cool, you know. It was like eyes wide shut. They screwing in front of you. They doing bizarre things, man. Bestiality. You going, damn, right? But the part that tripped him out, how they showed him. They literally showed him how they clone people. They take the real person and put them off to the left and make two more of you. It blew his mind. Just like they did the dogs, the fish, all of that. He's like, wait, I'm tripping. That ain't a real person. Then they start, they stab the person to make you see they bleed. They're real. And they can feel that pain. You understand? So his mind is blown. Now, he done been a couple of times, and the only time they would be willing to put you in.
Hey, y'all heard about the bestiality? You heard about different Ali Carter, man. That's one of the things. And there's other clips out there of her talking about the cloning and stuff too in the facilities. You're gonna hear a little bit about that in one of these clips coming up in this video, y'all. That these facilities underground and everything, and how she escaped and all this and that. But y'all, man, don't fall for the boo-boo, man. Don't be out here worshiping these celebrities and idolizing these celebrities and these so-called famous people, man, or these so-called stars or whatever, man, because all these stars sooner or later will fall. You know what I'm saying? If you catch my drift. Y'all, it is what it is, man. Sometimes I feel like we more blessed than them to be, as we call it, regular people, regular folks, because we're not under a microscope like them and don't have to do the wicked demonic things that they have to do to stay afloat or to keep that fame and keep that that image that they try to portray. Like, other than like the rest of them, we just be us and do what we can do what we want to do, and we don't have to worry about nobody. We don't have to worry about falling, because regardless, everybody gonna be talked about and, you know what I'm saying, discriminated against about whatever. You're skinny, fat, tall, short, you know what I'm saying? But with them, it's more. It's more to it. It's more baggage to it. That stuff that we really don't, what I'm saying, want to carry. Unlike them, they willing to do anything to be famous and stay famous.
Oh, you put that thing on the woo! So you see how we do it here on the Saturday. This is with us, man. Good?
Like that. Now, to me, in the background, you see those little kids. If you go back and it's already in slow-mo, it looked like the kid had on, a few kids had on like clear high heels or some sort. And I don't want to say that was Mace, but it kind of resembled Mace, but I highly doubt it was him. But why are they so happy about that? And you see the one guy in a suit looking in, and he looks in, like the way he look in is like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, they up to no good. And it's obvious, man, in their actions and in their body language, man. These people are sick individuals. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, Isaac.
Oh, turns out there's a basement.
As they make their way into the hidden room that reeks of the smell of soiled diapers, officers are going to make an unbelievable discovery.
Cover up. Who are you? Who are you, and why are you hiding all these kids down here? Get up. Get up. Hi, babies. It's okay, guys. It's okay. You ladies need to come here now. Both of you, come here now. I don't know what's going on, but this is not okay. Do you have any weapons on you?
Can I put my shoes on?
I'm going to pat you for weapons first. You need to go upstairs and talk to my partner. Ma'am.
So, where'd you go, okay? Where'd you go, okay?
Call 571.
I know. It's okay. It's okay. I know.
We've about 20 kids down here.
In a revelation that stuns everyone, Officer Landon finds 25 very young children in the basement.
Sorry, I was just wondering, who are you? Huh? Who are you?
My name's Katie.
What is your deal with all this? Why are you hiding kids from us?
I'm not hiding them.
Kind of looks like it.
The woman Officer Landon is speaking with is Caitlin Nelson. More shocking details about her role will be revealed, but for now, Officer Landon lays it out to her that she is in trouble.
You're looking at an obstruction charge at the minimum. I don't know what this licensing is. I don't understand what this. All I know is law enforcement officers are in the house. You heard me knocking before. You heard me on the phone. I know she text messaged you and told you to shut the kids up. So you're looking at obstruction. I know you're watching the kids now, so I'm not going to ask you to take the kids up.
Okay.
I need a list of all these parents.
I don't know all the parents' names and stuff. I don't know.
How long have you worked?
I've just been babysitting. That's all I've been told. Babysitting.
For how long?
For maybe a couple of months. I'm gonna turn the light on. I don't know if that. Let them come out of here.
Ladies, are you going to be okay with these kids for a second?
Yes. Well, let them come out. How long have you guys been down here? Not very long. Like how long's not very long? Give me an estimate. I don't know, like an hour. Okay, maybe. Okay. I'm not sure. Well, we were like all sleeping, so.
While Katie claims they were hidden for maybe an hour, a later affidavit for Christina Chrissy Swager states that Carla told them to take all of the children inside to the basement earlier that day. While it's unclear how long the children were down there, it seems to have been longer than an hour. It appears that all of the kids had been dropped off like normal, and Carla and her staff panicked once the licensing officials arrived, followed by police. Officers now focus on reuniting the children with their families.
If you will help me get unhandcuffed, I will get all of these parents here to pick up these kids.
Okay, we can handcuff you, but if anything squirrely happens, it's not going to be good.
Nothing squirrely. I promise.
Okay.
Can we take care of our babies?
We're going to get the parents on the way. I don't know that you guys are fit to take care of babies because you hide them in the basement. When we make sure they're okay.
Stop moving around.
We can change their diapers. We can get them something to eat.
There's two ladies here that are working. And that's what should have been happening.
They don't know these two ladies.
No, so they're all freaked out.
These ladies,
just start calling parents.
I'll stay right here.
Just start calling parents.
Wait for the. Okay, just hear me out. I get it. Okay, yeah. I get how you feel about me. Just listen. These three ladies can take care of those little guys, and I can get their parents on the phone. I can sit right there, and we can get them out the door to where they belong. Okay. Can we work as a team to do that?
But Officer Landon is not in the mood for negotiation and knows better than to give in to Carla's act.
Why are we here?
Yeah. How did we get to this point? That you're hiding kids in a basement and you're not being honest with me. If the kids had supervision and it's just that you have too many kids, that's not a crime. I don't care. But when you're preventing me from doing my job and you're creating physical obstacles for me to do my job,
and I did all of that.
That's when I care.
Okay, I did all of that and I'm guilty of all of that.
So just call.
Sick individuals to the gallows immediately. Not immediately, immediately. Yeah, right now. That don't make no sense. What's wrong with people? Shit.
Staff here at the port became aware of screaming and banging coming from a container from that particular ship.
Pounding and beating on the walls of that trailer, trying to get out.
And if you can imagine the heat, no air conditioning.
Can we just think for a moment of what it must have been like for those 39 people, obviously in a desperate and dangerous situation, for their lives to end, suffocated to death in a container.
I found the trailers with a body outside and several that they could visibly see inside once the doors were opened.
35 patients were found in the container when we first arrived.
You don't end up with 35 people in a container for no reason.
So we sent the truck out to pick up the container.
Started pulling it up. It was so heavy, it just it broke the winch. I saw it myself. I couldn't believe it. And just little bitty babies, just all torn to pieces. Their heads chopped off, arms, legs, just...
A gruesome discovery
Police say they found 39 bodies inside a container truck.
The court's paperwork is giving us a better idea of what exactly happened in those shipping containers.
We hope that those responsible for putting these people in such humane conditions are prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
Man, it probably been going on since before that, even longer than that. You know, that's just what they telling you now. This is despicable. What is wrong with these people, man? These are real life demonic entities living in the flesh.
But also the scariest thing was Rodney would refuse to wear clothes. And I didn't know this until I met him, but he...
What? What do you mean he refused to wear...
He doesn't wear clothes. No, listen to this.
There's too much here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have another show.
No. I know.
What do you mean he refused to wear clothes?
He wears a red silk robe that he's had for like 12 years, and he doesn't wear anything on underneath it. And so it was very traumatizing for me to go to, you know, I mean,
I think it's traumatizing for us hearing about it. I am traumatized.
You know, but that's part of who he is. It's Rodney. You know, you got to expect that. But I go to a read through for the script the first week of shooting, and he would just be sitting there, you know, in his silk robe. You know.
Okay, you have destroyed 14 careers. 14 careers in one interview. Incredible.
He's incredible.
Right now they're filing charges against Rodney in L.A. The whole cast of Mad About You and Sequest is being rounded up.
He's great, though. He's fantastic. I gotta, you know.
Other than his constant nudity, the finest actor I ever met.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna have to run. We've run out of time. It was just, there was too much there.
And they laughing at his trauma, man. They laughing at his pain. You know, the man said he traumatized, and they sitting up there laughing. Man, that's disgusting. Let me know what you think about that down below in the comment section. Is that a problem or not?
Going back for Getty. There's people who are upset because they're like, how the hell did she get out? I wouldn't have got out if it wasn't for the explosion. There was an explosion. There was an earthquake. I was rushed through one room, rushed back through another, and a security rushed me another way and took me into somewhere where there was cars coming through, like there was an elite party going on, red carpet, something going on, and everybody was freaking running. I wasn't supposed to go where I was. If it wasn't for that earthquake, I don't think I'd be standing here, because I'm pretty sure I wasn't supposed to leave. Somebody said I killed someone to get out. No. It's a blessing that I'm out. I wasn't supposed to be out. There was an earthquake. The girl that I was with, she took off running. I ran with her because we were bought together. And if I would have left her, my ass would have been kicked. So I wasn't trying to get in trouble. So what did I do? I take off running with her. And now there's comments going around when she had to kill somebody to get out. No, it's a miracle. That was God. Because if it wasn't an earthquake and the explosion, and if everyone wasn't running in different directions, I wouldn't have been out. Somebody saw me, and I wasn't supposed to be there. So somebody threw my ass back in a car and drove me back to my pimp, and my pimp was laughing. He said, do you know who that was? I'm like, hell no, I don't know what just happened. He was like, that could be the President of the United States one day. That's where the bonnet video comes from. When they announced that, that's all that ran through my head. That day ran through my head. That's where that bonnet video came from. I was getting ready for a dance competition. I was getting ready for a dance competition. That bonnet video, I lost my shit. When somebody said that could be the president. And all I could think of is, and I'm out. And now he's gonna be the president. You gotta be shit. I was pissed. There's somebody who is spreading rumors I'm a baby killer because I got out. No, I was one of the babies that were supposed to be killed. Big difference.
Let me know what you think. You think she telling the truth, or you think she lying? Let me know down below in the comment section. If you think she telling the truth, y'all share the message and go show her some support at her channel or at her.com or on her TikTok, wherever you can find her. But preferably, I believe she would want you to go to her.com, her website, show her some support. And do you believe that's Tupac's daughter, long lost daughter? Let me know in the comment section down below.
We know that you've seen the footage. You talked about that last week when you were with us. So, you know, as you know who it is, and I know that you can't tell us who it is for all the reasons, right? But as you know who it is, and as we're moving through this story, and it's starting to really feel like it's unraveling, and you feel bad for the person, and we don't even know who it is there anything more you can tell us about that part of it?
I really do feel bad about the person. Part of the reason that I did come and say something outside of just to protect my own safety, but I wanted to sound the alarm, essentially, bring the dog whistle, if you will, to that person that maybe they should do something about this before it came out. Mm-hmm. If I was them, I would do something about this, and the only way to do anything is to do the catch and kill. That's the only way to ensure that it doesn't come out. You know, we're taught that God helps those who help themselves. So if we have a situation where that person does have the opportunity to purchase the video, if I were them, I would absolutely purchase the video.
Wow. Well, do you think this is going to surface publicly? I mean, are we getting close to that moment?
From what I'm hearing, I think so. I'm hearing whispers that there is at least one major network, possibly two, in a bidding war for that footage. So I believe we're sooner rather than later maybe finding out, unless that person comes and purchases the video themselves, which is really the goal of the people who have the video. They just, you know, at this point, if that person doesn't want to purchase it, then it's going to go on the open market.
Wow. You know.
Now, what you should ask yourself is, why would they want this footage? And me, knowing what I think I know, I would say to probably allegedly extort or over their head, over whichever celebrity's head, to make them do some things that they probably wouldn't normally do for that company. I mean, either or. I mean, that's what I would think. But I don't know. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section.
A call from Diddy.
Yeah.
Today.
Uh-huh.
And he said, hey, bro, I just saw you guys talking about me on the podcast. You guys didn't talk shit. A lot of people are talking shit about me. Game respects game. I'm throwing a party in Miami. I got a jet waiting for you.
Okay, what time?
In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
In a fucking heartbeat.
A Diddy party, at this point, you'd be like, okay, I'm going to go be a spectator.
Did you hear Howard Stern's story about it?
No.
Howard Stern was saying that they had an outside party and an inside party. The inside party was for celebrities, and the outside party was for celebrities that Diddy wanted to show up but weren't celebrities enough to go inside, and he wouldn't let them inside.
So they're like, I want to go in the house. And he's like...
And they were like, no, and it's Howard fucking Stern.
Maybe like inside was like the circle of trust, right? Like that's people that he felt like...
Do you think he's gay?
I don't know if he's gay. I don't know enough. I've just heard a lot of people say that he fucks guys. So I don't know how to... I don't know how to phrase that.
Man, these dudes are wild, boy. They is some wild boys. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know about that. Let me know what you think about that down below in the comment section, man. Man, those guys are crazy. Talking about they would still go to a Diddy party, but just to watch. Man, that's just as bad to me. I wouldn't even want to go watch. That's nasty.
So I'm watching Name That Tune. What happened to Randy Jackson? Because, hold on, let me just show y'all. Who is that?
And it's all going down for charity right now. It's time to play Name That Tune.
Especially with this guy, it's Randy Jackson and the Name That Tune band.
I think it's gonna be a hot one tonight.
Who is that, y'all?
So, do you want to meet tonight's celebrities?
Who is that?
It's that.
I know I'm not tripping. I am not tripping here. That does not look normal. I am so sorry. Maybe he got sick. I don't know. And I'm not here to pass like judgment on anybody. That's not real. My eyes, I know what I'm seeing. There's just no way. I'm literally at a loss for words because that does not look real. I'm telling you right now, that is not real. and I know what I'm seeing right now, and I know I'm not going crazy. Like I can't. I'm even nervous. Like that's bad. I feel nervous. I literally turned this on. It was like, what the hell? What? Am I like the only person that's seeing this? Because am I going crazy? Like, I feel like I gotta go to sleep. This is crazy.
Nah, man, Ozempic is a hell of a drug. You know what I'm saying? Like they say about cocaine. But nah, man, on a real note, man, who is that? Who was that? I don't think that was the real Randy either, man. That looked like some type of something else wearing his face or wearing a face mask that looked like Randy. Cause man, I don't know what to tell you, my friend. That didn't look like no Randy Jackson. It looked like no regular human being. Not to
I'm
me.
going to play a recording of people chanting, "That is embarrassing," 4 times. After the 4th time, write down what you hear. Interesting. Almost everyone here heard "that is embarrassing." Listen again and watch the screen. You heard the same thing every single time. Our eyes and ears take in electrical signals which our brains interpret based on our expectations. We don't see reality. We see our reality.
You know they eat babies. That is not bullshit. It's true.
So it's not just the dogs and the cats, not just the pets.
It's not just the dogs and the cats. They're full-on vampires. And everybody still thinks I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. They're full-on vampires. They love the taste of human flesh and they drink human blood. They do, Tucker. Stop staring at me like that.
You're freaking me out, man. Because you spent your life in the entertainment business, so I think you have some authority on this.
So many kids that I was in mental institutions with over the years, they are all from those cults. And they've covered it all up. They covered it all up. And, you know, I just pray to God. I'm just going to pray to God that He opens everybody's eyes in this country. By the time we go into vote for Trump, that He will open up everybody's eyes and they will stop pretending to be asleep. You know what they say, you can't wake people up that are pretending to be asleep, but I pray to God, please wake up even those who are pretending to be asleep with the irrefutable truth of what the worst people on this planet are really up to. They are really up to that. You know
Hey, she said it best, man. She said it best. Like I say, ain't nothing a coincidence. Don't fall for the boo-boo, man. A lack of perception breeds deception. Say it's all about the plot, the ploy, and the play. And that includes the last clip about the wordings and everything, saying we don't see reality and how they could fool us into, you know, this programming. Hey man, lack of perception breeds deception. Y'all spam it in the comment section. Don't fall for the boo-boo, man. A lack of perception breeds deception. That's how you fall for the boo-boo.
And here's another shocking twist. So there was this late comedian Trevor Moore who allegedly tried to raise alarms about Justin and claimed Justin was sold to Diddy. But sadly, nobody took Trevor seriously at the time, and he died in 2021 after mysteriously falling from his balcony. What's even more creepy is that an old Comedy Central sketch Trevor created recently resurfaced online, and in this sketch, a young pop star who looks a lot like Justin sings about being sold to a powerful producer and being forced into some bizarre rituals.
To a big producer in the music industry, those dancing class. live from books so that I wouldn't bruise. I just can't take no more rich kids bar mitzvahs or paid sleepovers with Saudi princes. Blinked SOS and Morse code. Once at the VMAs, they sprayed me with a hose in a pit for 3 days.
And there's one scene in the sketch that stands out where the producer starts rapping about how he's the pop star's father figure, and the singer is seen crying out for help and saying, "Call the police."
God, what y'all talking about? Don't think of me as a record exec, but a father figure and pal. This kid's a real prankster. This is one of his practical jokes. Thank you for your concern, but there's nothing to see here, folks. That's just exhaustion talking. Poor little guy's tuckered out. I'll take him back to the tour bus and we'll get him straightened out.
But it gets even creepier. Near the end of the song, the singer again desperately begs for help and says they will sacrifice him to Baphomet.
Man, like I always say, they put it in front of us like it ain't nothing. They put it in front of us in the cartoons, the music, the TV shows, and the movies. It's just for us to perceive this, open up our eyes, and you know what I'm saying, and see through a different lens of what's really going on, and not just be having our eyes open and just, you know, watching, you know, like, just come on, man. It's blatantly in front of us, man. We just got to see it.
We're doing like river kind of rafting, kind of like lazy river kind of stuff up in Cape Cod. And it was the same kind of thing where it just, this river just shoots stuff, you know, shoots the water out into the ocean really far. One of our friends who doesn't swim, I don't know why he was with us, but but he was on one of those inner tubes, just kind of like tubing.
Did he have a life raft on too?
No, he was just kind of tubing, but it was like a river. It was a river. We thought, so he went all of a sudden way out, and we're all you know back on the beach, and we're like, oh wait, holy shit, like Chris can't swim. We see that he's panicking, and in his panic, what he did was he jumped off of the raft because the raft was going out to ocean, and he just wanted to get back to the shore. So
he doesn't know how to swim.
I know, but in the panic in that moment.
So how'd you get him? What happened?
No, he died. No. No, we had people that had to swim out and like get him back.
Justin told the whole story in his song Gimme. This whole verse tells it.
Oh no. Let me know, y'all. Do you think Joe Rogan is compromised as well? Because that is kind of scary to notice that, you know, what is happening, what, you know, just pay attention, man. We got a little something here.
The mission, the Anunnaki ripped open the sky and they were super angry at me. Time slowed away.
I have the tism, so I don't really cry about anything, but when he died, I cried. He was drinking his homemade moonshine and fell off his balcony. Or maybe something else. Who knows? Lizards.
Think about how big Joe is in the industry now. I mean, like I say, it's always right in front of us, man. Just think about that. And all these big names he always has on his show. Everybody wants to get on his show.
Right. I've said too much already. What I can show you is the images that have been beamed down to us from the Odyssey satellite system just a couple hours ago. This is the view out of the front door of the United States Secret Moon Base. This was taken yesterday before we discovered the bear problem. And this one was taken just a couple hours ago. So, as you can see, bears everywhere.
Mr. President,
Mr. Jackson.
Yeah, those bears appear to have guns and motorcycles.
We believe they may be involved in some sort of intergalactic drug cartel, perhaps affiliated with one of the interstellar wizard alliances.
Wizard alliances?
Yes, next question.
Just a thought, more of a shot in the dark, but we wouldn't happen to be invading Iran today, would we?
You got me.
I fell for it. You almost got away with that one.
No, I went too far. I almost had it. I should have stopped after the slides.
Hey, man. right in front of our faces, man. If you catch the drift, you got to, it's coding. It's code. He talking in code. You got to see through it. That's all I'm gonna say. You have to see through it and read through the codes, man. You're not gonna be able to say it all the time. You know, we can't do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. And RIP to that guy, man. RIP to Trevor, man.
So it turns out Homeland Security has allegedly found some extremely disturbing footage of Justin at Diddy's underground after parties. While Justin still hasn't publicly addressed these claims, word on the street is that he's been in communication with the feds. Now, if you've seen those bizarre videos of young Justin with Diddy and then looking at how Justin acts these days, you can't help but wonder what happened to Justin back then. And here's another shocking twist. So there was this late comedian Trevor Moore who allegedly tried to raise alarms about Justin and claimed Justin was sold to Diddy. But sadly, nobody took Trevor seriously at the time, and he died in 2021 after mysteriously falling from his balcony. What's even more creepy is that an old Comedy Central sketch Trevor created recently resurfaced online, and in this sketch, a young pop star who looks a lot like Justin sings about being sold to a powerful producer and being forced into some bizarre rituals.
My parents sold me to a big producer in the record industry. He makes me do things that I don't want to do. Please call child services or maybe SVU. You gotta help me. My parents sold me to a big producer in the music industry. Those dancing class. I tried to run away one time in Belarus. They beat me with phone books so that I wouldn't bruise. I just can't take no more rich kids bar mitzvahs or paid sleepovers with Saudi princes. Blinked SOS in Morse code. Once at the VMAs, they sprayed me with a hose in a pit for 3 days.
And there's one scene in the sketch that stands out where the producer starts rapping about how he's the pop star's father figure, and the singer is seen crying out for help and saying, "Call the police."
God, what y'all talking about? Don't think of me as a record exec, but a father figure and pal. This kid's a real prankster. This is one of his practical jokes. Thank you for your concern, but there's nothing to see here, folks. That's just exhaustion talking. Poor little guy's tuckered out. I'll take him back to the tour bus and we'll get him straightened out.
But it gets even creepier. Near the end of the song, the singer again desperately begs for help and says they will sacrifice him to Baphomet.
He'd like to thank all of you for your support. The new album.
Now, to give you some context, Baphomet is a figure found in the occult and folklore and allegedly worshipped by the Knights Templar. And now check out what Cat Williams had to say about the rumored Baphomet rituals in the entertainment industry.
Everybody's like, oh, he keeps talking about people wearing dresses. No, it's not.
That is a weird thing.
It's not like that. Look at it from a different way. Look at it. Show me one person that ever wore a dress in Hollywood unsuccessfully. That's how you understand what a ritual is. So 20 years ago, I knew that transgenders was going to be a thing. It wasn't because I was a prophet. It's just I had gotten so much information that I understood that things are secular. So I understood that the earliest I had seen that word transgender was Baphomet, the transgender. And so I knew that in the ritual of Baphomet, the transgender, to show allegiance to him, you had to kiss his.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. Nice to meet you.
Okay, class. This is Trevor, and he works in television, and he is going to talk to us today, okay?
Okay. Hi, how's everyone doing? High five. Oh, there we go. I work in television on a comedy show. Does anybody here want to work in television when they grow up? Okay, okay. Who likes comedy? Who's the class clown?
Joey!
Joey? Joey's the class clown?
I saw Sarah at recess, and this is what her face looks like.
Okay, all right.
I want to be an astronaut.
Oh, you want to be an astronaut? Well, that's great. You can be an astronaut. All you have to do is study flying or science, and maybe someday you could be the first astronaut to walk on the moon.
No! There already was an astronaut who first walked on the moon.
Well, no, not really. That wasn't real. See, there was this thing called the Cold War, and in order to beat the Russians, we kind of faked that. That never happened. See how there's no windows on the side? And see underneath where there's like a pod thing? What's that, right? Take a look at this wreckage. See how there's no plane parts on the ground there? What does that look like?
A missile.
You see, President Bush was in a secret society at Yale called the Skull and Bones. His dad was too, and they all worship Satan.
President Bush worships Satan?
In my personal opinion, absolutely. And one of the Skull and Bones initiation rituals is that to get in, you have to lie naked in a coffin and masturbate in front of the older members. But the really messed up thing is that since former President Bush, Bush Sr., was also a member, he requested to be there to watch his son's initiation. So he watched his own son masturbate. President Bush...
Oh, no, man, that is crazy, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. That's the end of the video. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that clip down below in the comment section. I did not know about Trevor Moore until I make this video, man. We're gonna do some more research on Trevor Moore too, because he's a very interesting character, man. And like I said earlier, RIP to Trevor Moore, man. It's been a good one, man. I hope y'all really enjoyed this video. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop some new hot content. And if you are day one, you know, to the channel, to the platform, and you've been watching these videos and you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. Once again, it's your main man, Moneybag Cool, back at you with another one. Well, I'm out, you know what I'm saying? I got to go. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Y'all have a great weekend, a good Sunday, good evening, all that. But like I said, I'm out. Holla. Catch you next video.